let's do this. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm NoGod21. Welcome to Neverwinter Nights 2. Oh boy! Okay, first things off. First of all, I'm going to apologize in advance because, well, for some unexplained reason that I cannot foresee or comprehend, heavy sarcasm is detected. This game runs like ass to me. Can I upgrade my computer? Most definitely! There's one problem. I'm short on cash. So, if it looks like shit, you have your reasons. However, since this is the, GOG version, it's up to the latest patch and with all the expansions installed. Hooray! And I don't think I have any mods installed whatsoever on this installation. I used to have a UI mod and some portraits, but, well, I'm pretty sure some of those were copyrighted images. So, yeah, can't have that. Anyway, what's the difference between Neverwinter Nights 2 and Neverwinter Nights 1? Blah. Besides me stumbling over my words, that's never gonna fucking change. Well, for one thing, the developers have switched. BioWare was the developer for Neverwinter Nights 1, and Neverwinter Nights 2 was developed by Obsidian Entertainment. So, automatically, there's gonna be some style changes. Especially when it comes to morality, because holy fuck, BioWare is cut and dry when it comes to that shit. Obsidian, on the other hand, is gray as fuck. Another big difference is that Neverwinter Nights was using the 3rd edition rule set. Neverwinter Nights 2 uses 3.5. Which is a wholly different beast. But before we get started, I need to check my options real quick. I need... which would it be? Gameplay and audio, level of difficulty. Ah, there it is. Level of violence. Full level of violence! We're gonna see gibs everywhere. And I should probably increase the volume a little bit. There we go. That should fix it. Anyway, we're gonna be playing on normal, not very difficult or hardcore, because ugh. Reason why I don't play anything beyond of normal is because I hate friendly fire. It's a gigantic pain in the ass for me. Apply changes. Accept. Alright, let's start a new game. New campaign. Okay, we have 4 modules to start off with. We have the original campaign, the expansion to the original campaign, Mask of the Betrayer, and something completely different, which is the Storm of Zahir. Or is it Zephyr? Zahir? And Mysteries of Westgate. I do not know if that was actually installed, or that's a mod. I'm going to assume it's installed, but whatever. Let's start with the official campaign. Neverwinter Nights 2 official campaign. A period of calm has settled over Neverwinter, and the city has begun to recover from its devastating war against Luskan. However, a dark evil from the past has reawakened and threatens to sunder the fragile peace. Once again, a hero must emerge to protect the citizens of the North and prevent the region from plunging into further darkness. Wish I was a Kingdom Hearts for that shit. Start campaign! And I cannot tell you the fucking timeline, although I know it's after Neverwinter Nights 1. That's about it. We're not gonna be doing a pre-made character. Fuck that shit. Create a character. And since I have Storm of Zephyr installed, we have a shit ton of races. And sub-races this time. For example, we go to Dwarf. We have 3 different kinds of Dwarves. And every race, except for the Grey Orcs and the Yonti Purebloods, have multiple sub-races. For example, Plain Touch. You could be a Tiefling, an Azumar, Genies. Which I think those are Genies. What the fuck are Genasi? Are they Genies or Air Elementals? Air Elementals. Are they Genies or Elementals? With human blood? Ah, whatever. Plan did not see have an elemental heritage. Okay, so they are elementals. Azamar are humans with some race of celestial blood in their trace. And tieflings are the same, but with infernals. Humans, normal fucking humans, no subrace there. Half orcs. Do they have half? No, they do not. Okay, half orcs, grey orcs, pure bloods, and humans so far have no subraces. Half elves. You could be a half drow. And I'm gonna say this right off the bat. Half elves suck. Period. I fucking hate half elves. They don't gain the extra feat and skill points that humans do, and they don't gain any of the extra bonuses that elves normally get. They are fucking pathetic. And add insult to injury, the facial models for the half-elves are fucking horrifying. Halflings? Who cares about them? Gnomes! Punt them across the fucking street. Elves! Oh boy. We have 4 subraces of elves, including the drow. And this is what I was talking about level adjustment here. Here's everything the drow get. It's fucking ridiculous. +2 to dexterity, +2 to intelligence, +2 to charisma. You get a -2 to con. Big deal. I've already proven that that shit will bite me in the ass. +2 racial bonuses against enchantments and spells. Elven weapon proficiency. +2 to listen, search, and spot checks. Yada yada yada. Cast darkness and see invisibility. Dark vision, spell resistance, strong will, light sensitivity. That's the only penalty they get, and you can negate that with a feat. And since drow are more powerful and gain levels more slowly, it takes more experience for a drow to reach level 2 than normal races, for example. Like I said, human gets level 3, while the drow's stuck at level 1. And I think the drow are the only... Let me just check the Yont... Okay. Okay, so the drow and the Yonti purebloods, I think, are the only races in this game that get the level adjustment of 2. The others is level adjustment of 1. But what race are we going to play for this campaign? I thought about doing a human, because humans are actually a really good race in D&D, because of the extra feat and the bonus skill points they get. But at the end of the day, humans are boring. Let's do something rather interesting. Let's become not tiefling. No, not tiefling. Instead, we're gonna become an Azamar. Yes, we're gonna become a fucking I guess Angel Boy would be the closest analogous I could think of. Simile? English language, fill in the words yourselves. Race and gender determine your character's appearance and affect many social interactions in the game. Race affects your abilities. Click on each race for details. Azamar, carrying the blood of a celestial, and Azamar typically fights against evil in the world. Some have a minor physical trait suggesting their heritage, such as silver hair, golden eyes, or an unnaturally intense stare. Those descended from a celestial minion often carry a birthmark in the shape of the deity's holy symbol, or some other mark significant to that faith. Let's see. We get +2 to wisdom and charisma right off the bat. Excellent. We have dark vision. Azamar can see in the dark up to 60 feet. That'll actually come in handy. And this is a big one. Celestial resistance. Acid, cold, electricity resistance is 5. So we immediately knock 5 points of damage off of that shit right off the bat. And we gain a light spell, one use per day as a sorcerer of equal level. Keen senses, +2 bonus to listen and spot checks. Favorite class is the paladin, and level adjustment is +1. Azamar are slightly more powerful and gain levels more slowly than other races. It'll take more experience for an Azamar to reach level 2 than it would be for normal races, for example. I can handle the level adjustment +1, but the level adjustment +2 makes Drow really fucking difficult to play. That, in the narrative sense, playing anything along the names of an elf makes no fucking sense at all. Because in terms of main story, you shouldn't have been born during the events that take place before this. Anyway, we're gonna pick an Azamar. And he's gonna be a tall motherfucker. A little bit on the slender side. Now, my favorite part. We could change the fucking head. Let's just zoom in on that real quick. Let's see if I can find the one I usually pick. I wouldn't mind that, but the tattoos are a no-show. Yeah, I usually just stick with default head 1. Facial hair? Oh god. Now to content with the monstrosity that is Neverwinter Nights 2's hair selection. It looks fucking terrible, no matter what hairstyle you pick. Ugh. Should we go with a simple ponytail? Yeah, let's go with simple ponytail. Let's make that black, because why would you have a hair knot that's not black? And of course we have pointed ears, because why not? We could be mistaken for elves or half-elves, as the fact is we weren't fucking tall as fuck. Okay, now skin color, considering where we live, let's go a little darker. Yeah, that'll work. Eye color? Yeah, gold works. Eyebrows. Let's have... oh god. For some reason, eyebrows do not look good when they're a different color that's not dark. Well, first off, we need to fix this blonde issue. Let's make that, what looks good? No. Could just go straight black hair with some highlights in it, thrown into it. Or we could go pure fucking white up in this bitch. Fuck it. Let's go pure white hair, why not? We could say that it's a result of celestial blood, whatever. Next. Now, the biggest fucking class selection in the world. We got our staples like Barbarian, Bard, Cleric, Druid, Fighter, Monk, Paladin, Ranger, Rogue, Sorcerer, and Wizard. But new to the table are the favorite souls, the Spirit Shamans, the Swashbucklers, and the Warlocks. And that's not even counting all the motherfucking prestige classes. Holy shit. Yes, you can become a Red Wizard of Thay in this game. And a Shadow Thief of Om. What the fuck? Well, unfortunately, Dwarf Defender is out because we're not a dwarf. So sad. Alright, now then, here's the new stuff. Favorite soul. Essentially, we have the Cleric, but with the spellcasting abilities of a Sorcerer, where the Cleric may have all the spells, but they can't cast them a lot. The favorite soul has a limited number of spells, but can cast them a bunch of times. Spirit Shaman is the same deal, but for druids. Warlocks, however, are unique little specimens here. Considering the fact is they have one of the best ranged attacks in the game, Eldritch Blast. Oh boy, that is deadly and dangerous. Of course, we also have a Swashbuckler, which is essentially a fighter, but that uses intelligence and dexterity rather than brute strength. Now, the game will probably recommend me either fighter or paladin. Let's see. Yep, it recommends me paladin because whatever. Now then, I thought long and hard on what to do. And I'm stuck between two choices. Do I go with the favorite soul or the warlock? And I'm going to roll my fate on a fucking D20, because this is D&D and we gotta roll dice eventually. Okay, so here's how it's gonna work. Odds, favorite soul. Evens, warlock. And it is odds. So, favorite soul it is. The favorite soul follows the path of the cleric, but is able to channel divine power with surprising ease. She is able to perform the same task as her fellow divine spellcasters, but with virtually no study. Favorite souls can cast their spells naturally, as much through force of personality as through study. Though this gives them extraordinary divine abilities no normal person could ever match, they see their gift as a call to action, and in some ways may lag behind their more studious colleagues. Let's see. On the front side, we have a D8 hit dice. That's good. Basic attack bonus to medium. Meh. High saving throws across the board. Excellent. We gain weapon proficiency, simple, a deity's favorite weapon. Okay, here's the catch though with favorite souls, right? Well, they may have the spellcasting abilities of a sorcerer for divine spells. They are very fucking limited in terms of weapons they can use. They can only use simple weapons, as it says here, and whatever deity that they choose to worship, that deity's favorite weapon. So choose wisely, otherwise you are fucked in the beginning. Because there's not that many weapons to pick from. Let's see, we get light armor, medium armor, and shield proficiencies right off the bat, except for tower shields. Tower shields are in this game, and they replace the... Oh boy, tower shields. Ugh. It's kind of annoying that Neverwinter Nights 1, the shield feat included every single shield. Not in this game, you gotta get another feat for that. Skill points, 2 plus modifier per level, 4 at the times 4 at first level. Class skills, concentration, craft, alchemy, craft armor, craft weapon, diplomacy, heal, lore, parry, and spellcraft. Diplomacy replaces the persuasion skill, and it is useful as fuck. Spells. A favorite soul casts divine spells which are drawn from the cleric's spell list. She can cast any spell she knows without preparing it ahead of time, the way a cleric must. To cast a spell, a favorite soul must have a charisma score of 10 plus a spell level. Charisma is a score of 10 for 0 level spells, charisma 11 for first level spells, and so forth. The difficulty class for a saving throw against the favorite soul's spells is 10, plus the spell level, plus the favorite soul's wisdom modifier. Unlike a cleric, a favorite soul's selection of spells is limited, but at 4th level, and at every even numbered favorite soul level after that. The favorite soul may swap a spell that she already knows for another spell of the same level. In effect, the favorite soul loses the old spell in exchange for the new one. Deity's favorite weapon. Here's the catch. Favorite souls gain a weapon proficiency feat that allows them to use their deity's favorite weapon. For example, favorite souls of Kelmvor will gain the exotic weapon proficiency feat, enabling them to use a bastard sword. Deity's weapon focus. At 3rd level, a favorite soul gains the weapon focus feat of her deity's favorite weapon, energy resistance. At 5th level, a favorite soul chooses a type of energy type and gains resistance 10 against that type. At 10th level and 15th level, the character gains resistance 10 against another energy type of her choosing. Deity's weapon specialization. At 12th level, a favorite soul gains the weapon specialization feat for deity's favorite weapon, haste. Now this is the difference between pen and paper and this game, because this game has a feature missing. Or it was omitted because it never could get to work, whatever. In the pen and paper version of Favorite Soul, at 17th level, the character grows fucking wings. They can fly! Without the use of magic. And unfortunately, since flying is not in this game in any type of fashion, they decide to give us haste. At 17th level, a Favorite Soul gains the ability to cast haste 3 times per day. Kind of okay and bad at the same time. I mean, at that point, you should have something that gives you haste on your equipment anyway. And finally, at 20th level, a favorite soul gains damage reduction. She may choose between damage reduction 10 divided by silver, or damage reduction 10 divided by cold iron. What the fuck does any of that mean? I cannot tell you. Next, in our alignment, this will actually affect what gods we can choose to worship. Do we become lawful good, neutral good, chaotic good, lawful neutral, neutral chaotic neutral, lawful evil, neutral evil, or chaotic evil? And all the racist gods are actually in this game, which is fucking hilarious. Let's do... Since my personality is, let's be honest, it's either chaotic neutral or chaotic good. Let's do chaotic good, simply because this allows us to actually not have to worry about doing anything. Because we have a large buffer. Because it takes a while for it to get to one side of the spectrum to the other. So if I end up getting chaotic evil and they fucking edit this game, I've done something really fucking stupid. Chaotic good character acts on his conscience, directs him with little regard for what others expect. He believes in goodness and right, but has little use for laws and regulations. He follows his own moral compass, which, although good, may not agree with the side of society. Oh, believe me. If I could get rid of some fucking laws in this country. A ranger who waylays the evil barons' tax collectors to protect the common peasants is chaotic good. Chaotic good combines a good heart with a free spirit. Next. Oh boy, now the Deity Selection. Question is, who do we go with? Because this will depend on our weapon that we're going to be using. Shantia, Denier, Eldaf, Vendor Weavenspur, Garagosk, Gone, Gerwin Windstorm, Lathander, always a favorite. How the fuck do you pronounce that with two L's at the front? Is it Lyra or just Lyra? LaRue, Malaki. Some of these names are fucking weird. Mistra, Ogma, Salune Shares, Sean Kadul, Shiala, Sune, Tempest. Place your bets on Lady Tamora! No, luck is a fickle mistress and she will screw you over. Based on my experience, Valcour and Lyra. Or Lyra? Oh, whatever. Point is, your alignment will actually affect what deities you can worship. As you may notice, some of the other noticeable ones, such as Tyr, Torm, Helm, are not available because I am chaotic. I am too far away from them to actually influence on the scale of the cosmetology. So, what are we going to do? Is the question. Which god are we going to worship? Well, since we're going to be in combat, and I can't stand fucking battle axes to save my goddamn life, we're going to worship the Lord of War, Gargos. Or is it Garagos? Point is, him and Tempest like to fight each other a lot. Garagos. Choose a deity for your character to worship. Choice of deity has no significant impacts on your character, though it may be referenced during the game. Yes, unless you pick a class that actually needs this crap. Let's see. Aliasis, the Reaver. Master of all weapons. Lord of War. His alignment is chaotic neutral. His portfolio includes skill, at arms, war, destruction, and plunder. Favorite weapon is the longsword. Yes! I am vanilla. Fuck off. Our alignment sheet. What do you recommend, game? Hit me. And this is why Awesome are good. You get a maxed out fucking charisma at level 1. God damn. I'm tempted to take some points out of charisma to increase my dexterity. That way I could just at least get the maximum bonus out of any armor that I get. Let's see, that's 2, that's 4. 16's still a good charisma score. Let's see. 14 strength, that will give me access to cleave. Dexterity, I can wear medium armor. Wait a minute. The dexterity modifiers in 3.5 are different from 3.0, so I shouldn't expect medium armor to get the full benefit out of it. 14 constitution, I am actually going to be running that, because fuck having low amounts of HP, that is a death sentence. I've learned that the hard way constantly. Basic intelligence, that's fine. And let's see, wisdom DC is 16 and charisma is 16, so I can access 6 level spells right off the bat. Yeah, right, you give a character 6 level spells at level 1, holy fuck, you're dead. Or something's really wrong with your DM. Yeah, we're gonna roll with this. Next. Backgrounds. Backgrounds represent social details of your character's past. Backgrounds grant minor bonuses, abilities, and alter the way some of the people view your character. We can have no background, which does not do anything to our skills. We could have Bully. Whether through size, confidence, or a sister appearance, you've always been able to provoke people into doing what you want. When things went wrong, you were tough enough to give as good as you got. Your fearsome presence often lends to an unpleasant edge, even to a friendly conversation. +1 to Intimidate, +1 Fortitude Save, -1 to the Bluff skill, -2 to Diplomacy. No. You have always had strong faith, and it's obvious to everyone around you. Your beliefs grant you great mental strength, but you can be stubborn and hard-headed in conversation. +1 to the Will Save, +1 Concentration, -1 Diplomacy, -1 Bluff. No. Growing up on a farm taught you the ways of the land, and watching over fields gave you keen eyes. Long work days didn't leave much for fancy learning. +1 to Survival, +1 to Spot, -2 to Lore. No. More than just an attractive face, you knew how to listen, and how to talk in a way that many found appealing. Unfortunately, you're so soft around the edges that no one takes you seriously when you try to act tough. +1 to Listen, +1 to Diplomacy, -2 to Intimidate. That's a possibility. Let's keep that on the table. Natural Leader. You were always watching out for others and trying to keep them to do their best. Your tendency to always keep an eye on everyone causes you to neglect your own safety at times. +1 to Companions attack rolls, -1 to your saving throws. Oh no! That's out immediately. Mainly because it's a -1 to your saving throws. I mean, you could counteract that with a feat, but fuck that. From a young age, you learned you could command attention and friendship with your tall tales. You've become so wrapped up in your own imagination that sometimes it's hard to focus on other matters. +1 to Lore, +1 to Bluff, -2 to Concentration. I'm a spellcaster, so that's no. Boredom or malice has led you to play a variety of tricks on people and consequently get into trouble. Curiosity always gets the best of you, and you have had difficulty resisting temptations. +1 Reflex Save, +1 to Set Traps, +1 to Sleight of Hand, -2 Will Save. No. No, I'm not a rogue, so I wouldn't even do that anyway. Wild Child. In your youth, you were a free spirit, often left to wander and explore on your own. Your limited contact with others has left you unaware of the accepted value or significance of many things. +1 to Survival, +1 to Tumble, +1 to Hide, +1 to Move Silent, -2 to Lore and Appraise checks. Ugh, no. You know precisely how to get people to trust you. Unfortunately, the same veneer of trustworthiness makes it hard for people to believe any threats. +1 to Bluff, -1 to Intimidate, and -1 to Taunt. Okay. Foreigner. You're not from the Neverwinter area originally, but your knowledge of the outside world comes in handy. +1 to Lore, -1 to Diplomacy. Meh. You'll fight against the armies of the King of Shadows. You're tougher, but the experience has left you more jaded than usual. +1 to Fortitude, -1 to Diplomacy. No. So, the only real option, other than no background, is Ladies Man, because I'm not going to use Intimidate. Fuck it! Why not? Let's do it! We're a Ladies Man! We could talk the talk. I'm not so sure we could walk the walk, but we could do half of the equation. Customization. Class packages offer players an easy way to develop a character according to a basic concept. They're strongly recommended for players who are not familiar with the Dungeons & Dragons rule set. Customization option allows you to fine-tune every aspect of your character. It's recommended for those familiar with the game system. Default favorite soul. The general's favorite soul learns both healing and personal combat spells, making the character both strong in a support role and a competent melee combatant. This package does not give you any special abilities to your character. It simply configures your skills and feats so you don't have to. Let's see what the War Priest does. This package configures your favorite soul's skills and feats to prepare him for the War Priest Prestige class. The spell choices tend towards group support spells. Summoner? Summoner favorite soul focuses on forcing monsters and planar destinies to do her bidding. Her spells are centered on summoning and augmenting creatures for battle. It is recommended that you choose a deity who has a rage weapon feat for this. Nope. That's not one. Chaotic Fury. What's this? Chaotic Fury favorite soul specializes in disabling or altering an opponent's perceptions, and then striking with great force. Many of this package's spells also focus on battle enhancement, making it simple to eliminate an enemy once he has become disoriented. Since we favor essentially a god of war, let's go with... this doesn't actually do anything, but if you pick one of these in your character sheet, it will actually say that. So, let's customize the War Priest. Alright, we got 8 skill points right off the bat. Let's put 2 into spellcraft, 2 into lore, and 2 into diplomacy. And do we put 2 into concentration? Yeah, let's put 2 into concentration. Fortunately, I do not have a significant enough of intelligence to get more skill points for more skills. Oh well. Fuck you, Perry. I may use you one of these days, but not today. Next. Feat selection. Let's see, what do I go with off the bat? I could get spellcasting feats right off the bat, I could get other things. I could get skill focuses, background traits, Fey heritage. Oh jeez. Spellcasting prodigy. For the purpose of determining bonus spells and saving throw DCs of spells you cast, treat your primary spellcasting ability score, charisma for bards and sorcerers, wisdom for divine spellcasters, intelligence for wizards, as 2 points higher than its actual value. If you have more than one spellcasting class, the bonus applies to all those classes. I'm going to assume, since my spellcasting's ability score is charisma, it's also going to work for that. Mind over body. You may use your intelligence modifier instead of your constitution modifier to determine bonus hit points. That's a thing? I never actually looked at these in detail. Wait, that's a thing? Well shit, that makes choosing a fucking wizard a lot easier. Every subsequent level uses your constitution bonus instead. In addition, every time you acquire meta magic or spellcasting feat, you gain +1 hit point. Holy shit, that makes wizards fucking broken as fuck! That's a lot of HP on a small little wizard. Even if they only have D4 hit dice. Anyway, let's see. General feats, blind fight, I'm tempted. The mind in the back of this skull is saying power attack or toughness, but no! 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 We are instead... Combat casting is always a good one. Spell focus, spell penetration. Meta magic feats. We don't really gain a bonus from any of those because we're not really using them. Silence spells, meh. Extending spells would actually be useful, but no. Toughness, power attack. I could gain tower shield proficiency, but no. This is a tough one, actually. You know what? Fuck it. Just because I can, spellcasting prodigy. Why not? Let's do something out of the ordinary for me. Okay, proficiency feats. We gain the martial weapon proficiency feat and the simple one. Yay. That means my selection of weapons is extremely useful. Okay, now our spells. We can have 4 cantrips, and there's 5. We'll get the maximum later. Cure minor wounds, inflict minor wounds, resistance, and what's virtue do? Yeah, sure, why not? +1 maximum HP. Now, our 3 main spells at first level. What are we going to get? What's going to be the most useful to have? Shield of Faith. The target gains a +2 deflection bonus to their armor class with additional +1 bonus for every 6 caster levels you have. Maximum +5. Okay. What else do we get? Protection from alignment? No, not yet. Cure light wounds is always a good spell to have, regardless. More healing is a good thing. It keeps you alive. Bless allies in the area effect gain a +1 bonus to attack rolls, with +1 on will save against fear. I'm actually going to be trying to be more tactical In this game, rather than my usual charge it, beat them over the head with a lump of fucking steel. I'm actually gonna be trying to actually be clever. Actually use the stuff in my inventory to make the game easier and harder, because this game will kick my ass. I know this game will kick my ass. Do we really need door elements? Yeah, let's get in door elements just in case we run into any fucking magic casters. And we need a name. Let's clear this out so we don't have to worry. And we start out at age 20. Now, the voice. Let's see, I'm trying to remember which one of these are new. Well, you could have no voice at all. What's the methodical caster sound like?
Press the attack, quickly! This one stands no chance.
Leave no one standing.
They will die by my hand. To the death! This one's mine.
Is that Steve Bloom?
Catch me up. Give me a hand here.
I think that's Steve Bloom! Either that or I'm imagining things, but I think that's actually Steve Bloom, because I recognize that deep, Spike Spiegel voice he does. He does a Spike Spiegel voice, but it's deeper. Ugh. Whatever's in the back of my throat is starting to come back up. That's not good. Let's go with the,
Their time has come.
Your end draws nigh.
I always like the power-hungry voice because it works so well for some people.
To whatever gods you worship.
But, yeah, let's pick,
Press the attack, quickly! This one stands no chance. It was a mistake to challenge me.
yeah, that sounds about right for this character. We need a name! The story of Jack, the hero of Neverwinter, has been told. The story of Jack Gate! What the fuck would you call him? The savior of Waterdeep and... well, whatever you would call the protagonist from Shadows of Undertide and Hordes of the Underdark, his story has been told. It's time for a new hero to take the mantle. Only, their name won't be Jack. No, we're doing something different. I'm completely giving him a different name. Ooh, shocker. And I've been doing this for 38 fucking minutes, and we're still not done with character creation. Oh, man. Oh, I'm definitely gonna be in this for the long fucking haul, because this game is long as shit. Now, what are we gonna call ourselves? We're an Azamar, so we're celestial descendants. So, obviously, we need an angel-themed name, or some type of variation. Huh. And I gotta make sure I spell this right. Okay. Let's go with Azariah. There we go. That'll work. Is that the way you spell it? Azariah. Yeah, that'll work. That works just fine. Okay, we have Azariah, the favored soul. Favored soul war piece. See what I mean? By the package, it shows up here. We're a ladies' man. We worship Karagos, one of the gods of war in the human pantheon of all places. And let's see, 14 strength, dex, and constitution, 10 intelligence, 16 wisdom and charisma. Does Azariah have does he have a family name? No, he does not have a family name because his family is dead. And his father's a no-show, so yeah. Finish!
So many years ago today. Ah, my foster son is up and dressed, I see. Today is the High Harvest Fair, and the West Harbor Village Council requires me to man the archery competition. The human need to celebrate Remembrance Days baffles me, but at least something productive may come of it. The merchant Galen is here. He'll want my furs, as he usually does. Coins can be useful in getting by. This past season has been a hard one, for both tilled fields and wildlands. While I attend to the archery contest, I will need you to deal with the merchant. Fetch my furs from the chest, over by the painting.
Welcome to Neverwinter Nights 2. If this is your first time playing the game, you might want to play through the tutorial. The tutorial gives you a chance to learn the controls and basic strategies for playing the game in a relatively safe, non-hostile environment. You'll also learn more about your hometown and background. If you played the game before, or if you just want to get straight to the story, feel free to skip ahead. I am glad they put this up, but I'm also not glad they put this up, because if you skip the tutorial, you actually miss out on some things. Mainly, character background, yada yada, story progression, yada yada yada. You actually miss out on some magic items too. So we're not going to skip the tutorial. And we have 3 modes of playing the game. We have character mode, strategy mode, and exploration mode. And for some reason, dear old Dagan Farlong's fucking walk cycle looked fucking weird. I'm not sure if that's because I'm recording it at the 30 frames per second preset. Because right now, my fraps counter is showing me averaging around 90 frames per second in this building. That's going to change immediately when I walk outside. So I'm recording at 30 to play it safe. Because if I try to record it at 60... oh, it's going to be a problem. I need to upgrade my fucking computer, but I do not want to get any new fucking operating system because Windows is a fucking piece of shit platform. And I'm never going to buy a Mac, that's for damn sure. And I don't want to get Linux either, because nothing fucking runs on Linux. Despite the fact that you may be able to get something to run on Linux, it's just a pain in the ass. Anyway, first world problems aside, let's focus on the game. Because we're fucking 42 minutes in already. Continue. As you progress through the tutorial, you will see pop-up boxes like this one, explaining various elements of the game's interface and telling you how to perform different types of actions. Be sure to read the instructions carefully. Once you close this window, the text is gone forever. You may choose to skip the rest of the tutorial at any time a tutorial window pops up. You may also turn off the pop-ups if you want to experience the tutorial without the interference. Ugh. Keep in mind that if you turn off the pop-ups, they remain turned off for good, and you lose the chance to bypass the tutorial. Whoever wrote this was a smart motherfucker. Do we do the tutorial without the pop-ups? Since I'm shit at explaining things, let's continue. Basic movement. Click the left mouse button on the ground to move your character to the spot. The keyboard can be also used to move your character. WASD, yada yada yada. Walk over the chest. Press and hold Z to highlight objects. It's not tab this time, it's Z. If you're still having trouble finding the chest, you can move the camera to better observe your surroundings. Use the arrow keys to rotate and zoom, page up and down to modify, the star key. Or is that multiply? I want to say it's multiply because that's what it looks like on my keyboard. But then again, I have a fucking Razer Black Widow 2013 or 2012 edition. Oh well. If your mouse has a middle button or mouse wheel, you can orient the camera by clicking and holding the button/wheel and moving the mouse. Done. The way I do it naturally. Unfortunately, because we are in character mode, we cannot click on the ground. Strategy mode, we can. However, ugh. That's terrible. Want exploration mode. You can access chests and other containers by left-clicking on them. When you open the container, its inventory will be displayed in a small window. Left-click on Dagon's chest to access its contents. Then double left-click on Dagon's furs to add them to your inventory. You can also use the Loot All button in the containers window. Thank God for that! Dagon's fur, Loot All. And we are walking in place. The furs have been added to your backpack. To view your inventory, click on the player menu icon. It looks like the Neverwinter eye, down in the bottom left corner of the screen, and select the bag icon. The top half of your inventory has slots for weapons, armor, rings, and other equipped items. The lower half shows your stored items. You should see Dagon's furs listed there. Close your inventory by clicking the X in the upper right corner of the inventory, yada yada yada. Now that you have the furs, speak with Dagon by left-clicking on him. As so, inventory. And we have a neat little auto sort button. Yay! No more inventory Tetris for us! And what do we got off? Favorite Soul's outfit. Examine. This armor is made of interlocking metal rings. It includes a layer of quilted fabric worn underneath to prevent chafing and to cushion the impact of blows. Several layers of mail are hung over vital areas. Most of the armor's weight hangs from the shoulders, making chainmail uncomfortable to wear for long periods of time. That depends on whether or not we're wearing a belt. Maximum armor class is a 7. Yep, okay. Just checking sure. Medium armor. 40 Jesus Christ. This fucking thing is heavy. But we have 175 points of carrying capacity. Well, at least I don't have to worry about the medium armor dexterity bonus being different. Okay. Oh god, that run animation's gonna get on my nerves. Yeah, that's the game stuttering. This game runs like shit for me. I don't know why. If I change any of the options, it will run even worse. This game is cursed on my system.
Good. I see you have the furs. Galen has probably set up his tent on the village green. He'll be enjoying the fair with the rest of the townsfolk. Last season, I asked him to bring a duskwood bow to trade. Sell him the furs and use the coins it gives you to purchase the bow. Your friends await you at the bridge. I suppose you're anxious to see the fair. But don't forget to trade with Galen.
Dagon has just given you a quest. Click on the player menu icon in the lower left corner and select your journal. You can click on the names of the quests to show or hide their details. Your journal is always available to remind you of your current quest state and to point you towards your next objective. Close your journal by clicking the X in the upper right corner, yada yada yada. Left click on the door to exit the house. Got it. Oh god. The character animation is fine, but the environment stars like a bitch. This is gonna be ugly to watch, I just tell. I hope you don't get motion sick. Oh boy. We live in a fucking swamp. Great. Nice to know. Click on the Neverwinter logo at the lower left, yada yada yada. Some useful hotkeys: Escape, T, F, M, N, C, Z, J, B, R, G, H, Tab. Tab is actually to switch targets. And the star key to switch character modes. Okay, so the number pad star key then. Am I right? Indeed I am. Because I would need to do Shift 8 for that. Okay, let's go meet our friends, shall we? Oh god. According to the game, I'm running at 60 here. This is... Ugh, I hate West Harbor. Why is this game rolling ass?
There you are. Come on, the fair's already started.
It's the biggest fair in years. There's folk in from all the outlying farms, and even a few from outside the mare. That means a big audience.
A big audience, all cheering for us. This year's our last chance to compete for the Harvest Cup. Our last chance to win.
Now, what tone do I decide on the voice? Ah, fuck it, I'll make this up as I go. What's the competition looking like this year?
The Mossfelds won both their matches in the Harvest Brawl. They'll be tough to beat, but Amy's bound to win the Tourney of Talent for us.
I convinced Tarmus to teach me a few new spells. And I dug up a couple more from his spellbooks when he wasn't looking. Anyway, I heard Will Mossfeld is doing the same act this year, so that should help my chances.
Oh, gods. Not the pixie impressions again.
Well, no sense standing around then. Where do we get started?
We sign up with Georg in the village square. Come on!
Amy and Bevel have joined your party. Companions will follow you and fight by your side. Companions are listed by their portraits on the right side of the screen. Left-click on a companion's portrait to take control of that character. Yes! Now I don't have to worry about the AI being stupid when I can just control their actions directly. Woo!
What's up? Yes, indeed.
And Bevel, your voice is completely fucking different.
What's up?
Amy doesn't have one. I wonder why that is. Okay. We have here our good buddy Bevel. If I could just... Not him. Not Azariah. I want to examine Bevel. Fine. I'll do this. Here we have Bevel, who's a human lawful good level 1 fighter. With shitty stats. Something is really wrong here. His stats are completely fucked up. And we have Amy. She is a wizard. At least she has acceptable intelligence. I can accept that. She only has 6 HP, however. Let's see. Let me check something real fast. Character sheet. We have 10, Ezra has 10, Bevel has 13.
You have need of me? What's up?
Only because fighters have a better hit dice, huh? I see how it is, game. I see how it is. You automatically put me at disadvantage at the start. Anyway. Oh god, that's stuttering. Do I dare run a third-party program to make this less painful to watch? I'm gonna save my judgment until we finish the tutorial. Oh god.
And the blight. You're sure it's spreading, Orlin?
It's no blight, Georg. It's something else. There's no mold, no rot. It's like the crops don't want to grow. It's like they haven't the guts to up and face the sun.
What do the druids say?
Well, it's just a rub, Georg. There's no druids to be found, not head nor heel. It used to be they'd warned me of troubles, long before I noticed the signs myself. But this time, we're out in silence. You think we ought to say something? Everyone's gathered for the fair, even from the outlying farms.
No. They ought to be free from cares, at least for a day. We'll go round tomorrow. Talk to the households one by one.
Right you are, Georg. Tomorrow, then.
Aha! I've been wondering when I'd see the three of you. Last year to compete, isn't that right?
Only for Bevel and me, Georg.
Better make it count then. Another victory speech from that muttonhead of a Mossfeld, and I think there'll be a riot. Rules are the same as ever. Win 3 of the 4 events, and you win the Harvest Cup. Win all 4, and the village council grants you a special prize. And nobody's done that since old Cormac.
Where are the 4 events for the fair this year?
Well, there's the Harvest Brawl. Old favorite, that one. And the Tourney of Talent. But you've got Amy on your team, so you're certain to win.
Thanks, Georg.
Just the truth, young lady. Your foster father's running the archery competition, as always, and I managed to convince Tarmus to supervise the Knaves Challenge. I guess the Knaves Challenge will be your toughest event, though the Mossfeld boys might say otherwise.
And why would they say that?
Will and his brothers have won the Harvest Brawl 3 years running. It'll be tough to dislodge them. But remember, you only have to win 3 events to claim the cup.
The Mossfeld boys are decent fighters, but they can be beaten like anyone else.
Keep an eye on Bevel, and don't let the Mossfelds get him riled. That's how they always beat him on the practice field.
Yeesh, Georg, I'm right here, you know.
If you have any troubles, you know where to find me. Oh, and good luck in the brawl!
Oh boy. The problem is, do I cut this here and continue onward? Yeah, do I cut this here or not? Because the Harvest Festival is not actually that long. Ah, fuck it, we can keep going. Oh god, this is painful to watch. Oh boy. I should have done some testing. I really should have done some testing. But first things first, we have a boat to get. Why, you're Dagon's ward, isn't that right? Spent some time, but he didn't happen to mention a shipment of furs, did he? He did. I have him right here. Ah, good. Dagon's a reliable sort. Always has the highest quality furs. You can imagine the demand of Neverwinter, relatively speaking. I haven't forgotten his Duskwood bow either. I always come through. You tell Dagon that. I'll warn you, the bow's a bit pricey, but it's fine workmanship, sneaking across from the Luskan border. Well, I'm ready to trade. I almost did the Jack voice. Blech. Stores are access to. Yeah, we know this part. Okay. Sell this. In exchange, we buy the bow, which is 150 gold pieces. That bow better be damn worth it. You know, it's weird. You stand still, everything looks fine. It's when the game's in motion that causes a problem. And I'm not sure if it's West Harbor itself or what. But let's talk to Dagon.
So, you've decided to compete for the cup, I see. I know this is your last year, but the rules apply to all, even foster sons.
And you are short as fuck. I don't know if you're a wood elf or a wild elf, but you are tiny. Then again, maybe I'm just tall. Probably both. I brought the Duskwood bow for you, Dagon.
A fine bow. A fine one. Made by one who loves his craft. You may keep the rest of the gold as your allowance for the season. But you came for the archery competition as well, did you not?
Indeed, I'm ready to compete.
Fetch a crossbow from the barrel and take a few shots at the practice target. You must hit the target once before you can compete.
Oh boy. I hate the archery competition. Because unlike the brawl, which is... oh god. The archery competition and the brawl are the two most hated events I find in this goddamn tutorial. Yes, we know how to equip weapons. I'm only gonna read tutorials that actually are useful. Wrong slot. That slot. Yes, we know how to fire. I played the original game. It's not that hard. I'm sorry, what was that, Dagon? I couldn't hear you. Speak up, boy.
Are you ready to compete then?
Yes, I'm ready.
The rules are the same as last year. 10 shots and 10 targets. Your targets will be old bottles, set atop the crates yonder. 5 is the best score so far. If you remember the lessons that have been taught to you, you should be able to best that.
Oh boy. This is why I don't like the archery competition. You can actually miss these by rolling a 1. And here's the catch with the archery contest. You only have 10 shots. 10 shots, 10 targets. So you better pray to the fucking gods themselves that you have a decent dexterity or lucky as fuck in order to shoot these damn things. Well, let's see if I miss one.
This one stands no chance.
Thankfully the balls disappear as you hit them. Okay, so far so good. We are hitting them. This is good. Okay, we've hit 5 bottles. There's our 6. So we're automatically better than the best score of the day so far. Okay. Last 2. Make those shots count. And... whew. I don't know why, but that archery contest makes me nervous every single time I do it.
Well done. A perfect score wins the competition outright. I've rarely seen such a fine performance so early in the day. You have a marksman's instinct. That much is plain. Go on now. There's still more of the fair to see.
Whatever you say, you pragmatic bastard. Let's knock this out by going around. Next up, Tarmas the Wizard. Tarmas came to West Harbor some years ago, shortly after the battle that nearly destroyed West Harbor. Being of sour disposition, Tarmas is generally avoided by the villagers. He spends most of his time in his house, engaged in research or quiet study. Though Tarmas is quick to complain about his neighbors, he bears a grudging admiration for the swamp-dwelling villagers, and he has been known to take on promising youngsters as apprentices.
Enjoying the fair? Packs of feral children set loose to find trinkets. Grown men braining one another with clubs. Do you know they're actually granting prizes for the fattest pig? As if the creatures needed encouragement.
I like how his voice cracked at the beginning there. It's good to see you too, Tarmas.
I expect you are here for the aptly named Knave's Challenge. Surrounded by muck and reek, and why not encourage our children to be thieves as well? That's what I always tell them. Come to think of it, I don't believe any of you has the skills to compete. Not that I'm complaining, mind you. But you'll need to find someone who can pick pockets and break locks and search for hidden trinkets if you want to compete.
Lock breakers? Pocket pickers? I don't know anyone like that. Do you?
And if I would have picked a rogue, we would not be having this conversation right here. You don't think we could ask one of these children, perhaps?
What about Kip? He's always nicking vials from Tarmas, and he's right over there behind the tent.
Ah, Kip. Oh, boy. Hey, you're the one my sister's always going on about. She's sweet on you, she is. So, Kip, I hear you're a thief. Thief? Pfft. People call me that because I can sneak around and climb places they can't, and nick stuff what I feel like. They're just jealous is all. If you're so good, why not join our team? What, really? You mean to compete for the cup? Hey, brilliant! Sorry for being that big lummox on the head all those times. Didn't mean any harm by it. He just gets funny when he's angry. That was you? Every day during drills I get hit by acorns. And it was this kid? I can't believe nobody told me. Bevel's a bit of a tool. Hey, Ark had me thinking it was pixies. Ha! I like this kid already. Well, I've got my eye on him. Next time I get hit with an acorn, a certain pixie is going to have a broken wing. Now don't go be threatening kids just yet, Bevel. Wait until he actually throws something at you, then you can threaten him.
Isn't that the boy who stole my basilisk eyelash? And not once, but 4 times.
That's right. My frog needed eyelashes. Then I got him a sweetheart and she needed him too.
He's just kidding, Tarmas. We're ready for the Knave's Challenge.
Don't trouble yourself on my account. I'll settle with the young artiste and his frogs later. Before you begin, I suppose you'll want to hear the rhyme.
If it's part of the Knaves challenge, then yes, say the rhyme.
Very well, but it's dreadful. Don't say I didn't warn you. I've hidden 3 feathers, scattered them wide, placed white in a box, and locked it inside. Blue followed termite tracks down where they ran, green in the pocket of same-colored man.
So, we're looking for 3 different colored feathers.
Yes, you and half the waifs in West Harbor. I adore children, did you know that? Swamp children, particularly.
Right, then. We'll be back with the feathers. And this is why Kip is in our party, because that stuff is only available for a thief. And since we're going up this way, we might as well do the contest of talent. It's time for Amy to do her thing. Quick, quick! They're waiting all for you, dear. Anything from me? Of course! Juggling and puppetry are well and good, but the children want to see magic, and so do I. Come on, Amy, your public awaits you. The tourney of talent is about to begin. Here you will learn the basics of spellcasting. Amy has been set as your primary character for this turn. Press the F key to display her quick cast menu, and I love this feature. The quick cast window shows icon for all your memorized spells, sorted by spell level. Mouse over each icon to learn the spell name, and they are actually colored. Yay! Find Summon Creature 1 and left click on it. Your cursor will change to the spell targeted cursor, yada yada yada. Important, if you miscast any of your spells, click the rest icon near your player window, or press R to rest to restore your spells. Summon Creature 1, go! And my frame rate tanked like a bitch for that. Now, if you'd have the tutorial windows closed, Retta Starling would actually be saying what you're supposed to do, so you ain't up shit creek without a paddle. Next, you'll cast the Enlarge Person spell on Bevel. This time, try casting your spell from the quick bar, yada yada yada. Quick bar is a grid on the bottom of your screen, you can place a spell, blah blah blah. Basically, same old shit. Enlarge Person onto Bevel. He's now giant! To complete her act, Amy will cast an offensive spell at a destroyable target. Target the old barrel of any of Amy's offensive spells. Ray of Frost or Acid Splash. Let's hit it with a Ray of Frost. A classic and good one. Boink. Excellent! Amy's magic has won over the crowd. Talk to Retta Starling, she has a prize for you. Now that you've tried the basics of spellcasting, you can explore your spell book, yada yada yada. That was such a brilliant display, young lady. Absolutely brilliant! I've never seen such a display of magic since... well... Mother, you alright? It's been a long time. Never mind all that. These are most certainly winners of the contest. It was quite a thrill for us all. Oh, and I nearly forgot. Tarmus gave me these scrolls, so that I should give them to his apprentice and her friends if they won the talent show. So, that was quite the show. You're good with that magic, young Amy. More than passing skillful if you ask me, though I know you didn't. I, wonder if you might have a look at a pig? A pig? Aye, that great hulking brute of Louis John's. His prize pig, he calls it, but I call it a trick, a cheat. I've never seen that hog before, and I have an eye for hogs, as folks will tell you. I say he's been magiced and sourced, but I can't prove it myself. Well, they do say a kiss can break a charm. I know I sound like a fool. Don't think I don't know it. Dumb old Orlin, on about his hogs. But I take pride in a fair contest. And I thought you three might help me out. If you change your minds, I'll be over with the hogs. I won't fret you anymore. I know you got a fez of your own. You received enough experience to level yada yada yada. They all get the level up, but I don't. It doesn't matter what these douche nuggets get, so just recommend everything. Wow, Kips, your stats are atrocious. You suck.
Yes.
Ah, bonus quest, a man and his hog. Let's actually read about that in the journal. Warren asked you to investigate the enormous hog belonging to by Luigi. Change your mind, however, Orlin will still be glad for the help. Did we talk to him? Just look at the size of Louis' hog. Can't be natural. You sure you won't have a look at him? Alright, we'll take a look at the hog. I much appreciate that. Louis' pig is the big fella down on the end. You find any magic on him, come back and tell me straight away. Oh, yeah. That is a big pig. That's a big pig indeed. Look there! Something under them logs. That old wizard trapped them logs! We can't get what's underneath them as long as the trap's in place. I got past the traps before, though, and they was the dangerous kind. Bet you I can get past this one, too. Yada yada yada, yes. Disarm traps. Well, might as well take care of this right now. Of course, there is a good chance that he will fail this multiple times, because this game likes to fuck me over in the Alps. See? Thank you. That's one feather acquired.
Yes.
Okay, Amy, let's control you and get near this pig.
Well, Orlin's right. This pig's been enchanted. It's a faint aura, so it could have been a simple enlargement spell, or maybe a potion.
Where could Louis Johns have gotten a magical potion?
Galen's been known to bring special orders from the city, and he keeps them quiet, too. He's good about that.
Or maybe Louis got it from one of those travelers who's gone missing on his land. Remember that bard last season? Louis offered to guide him into the swamp, and he never came back out again.
Well, do either of you two have any ideas on what to do with this pig?
Well, Retta did give us a scroll of Lesser Dispel. All I'd have to do is read the words.
Wait a minute. Shouldn't we say something to Louis? He's a foul old wretch. But we ought to give him a chance to withdraw his pig from the contest before he's shamed in front of everyone.
Well, that's his own damn fault. We're going to use the scroll. Yes, Stuart, blah blah blah, scrolls are single-use spells, yada yada yada. Question is, who did get the spell Dispel?
You have need of me?
Ah, we did. Here you go, Amy. Lesser Dispel. Hang on, just let me close this out real fast. And... boop! And like that, the pig is now back to normal. Let's go talk to Orlin to get our reward. Did you see the expression on the hog's face? Ha! Had a few glorious hours of being a big porker luring it over his seniors, but now he's back to being his poor little self. I bet there's gonna be some unforgettable moments in the pig's stay tonight. And I'd say that's the last time anyone tries to magic a hog in this contest. Hate to see old Louis shamed, but he brought it on himself. Well, we are glad to be of help, Orlin. Thanks are all well and good. I got this for you too. It's pork jerky. Tough, dry meat, but tastes like the heavens and keeps longer than bad memories. Good food for the road. If you're planning on taking a long walk. Thanks, Orlin. No trouble at all. Well, that was fun. Okay, let's finish off the Knaves challenge. Ooh, a chest. And it's locked. I wonder what we have to do here. You found the chest that contains the white feather. This chest is securely locked. Make sure your active character is a rogue or so yada yada yada.
Yep.
Thankfully, I just have to click on it for this shit to happen automatically. Second feather has been acquired.
You have need of me?
And the last feather is right over here.
Green in the pocket of same-colored man. I'll bet that's him over by the house. The feather's in his pocket. It's got to be.
Indeed. And we have to use the sleight of hand skill to pickpocket the man in green. Oh. Merchants are best targets, huh? However, my luck with sleight of hand is absolute garbage. Never mind, I get it right off the bat.
Yes.
That usually takes a couple of tries. Normally, my luck is I get the log trap disabled on the first go, and I have to do the pickpocketing several fucking times in a row. I guess the game is compensating me for this horrible stutter. Oh boy.
It really is a dreadful day for a fair. Not even the tents are managing to look cheerful.
Well, maybe this will brighten up your day. We brought the 3 feathers.
Thank the gods. The Knave's challenge is won, and I can go someplace dry. I'd kiss all of you, but no one respects an affectionate wizard.
Well, best of luck getting dry. This is a swamp after all, and I'm wearing chainmail.
No need to remind me. I try never to leave my home, unless I'm looking for a bath.
Alright, there's only one event left, and that's the Harvest Brawl. And like the motherfucking archery challenge, this is going to either go very well, or fucking piss poor. Because this one is direct melee combat. The Morning Lord grants a fine day, even for a brawl. He likes you, Harborman, I think. Brother Merrick, you're the one running the Harvest Brawl? In truth, I volunteered. Otherwise, I'd be racing from the church at every bout, mending cuts and setting bones to right. Better that I'm on hand to do Lathander's work, and to see that all is fought in fairness. Well, how are you enjoying the fair? The Morning Lord sits upon us strange paths. Before I come to West Harbor, I never imagined I'd be mending broken ribs on High Harvest Day. Indeed. Well, we are ready to fight. Practice a bit first. There are practice dummies just over there. Once you've finished off a dummy, I'll send you into the ring. And you'll need to arm yourself with training clubs. I have several of them in the barrels here next to me. Indeed! Melee weapon barrels. 3 of the suckers! Equip a melee weapon as you would a ranged yap. Blah 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 blah. This sounds really familiar.
What's up?
And I don't know why. But here's hoping we can actually do something with these. We miss. Or did we? Wait, these are target dummies. They ain't gonna show fucking damage. There we go. Okay, well, that's the easy part. Now the hard part. Because me and Bevel, we can survive in melee combat. Amy cannot. Ugh, this is why I hate the Harvest Brawl. Because we have a wizard in melee combat, which is never a good sign. Oh boy. It's even worse when you're a wizard too. The Land Twins and their elder sister will be your first opponents of the day. Before we start, I'll go over the rules. Yes, go ahead with the rules, Brother Merring. As always, I expect a clean fight. Melee attacks only. No arrows or magic. You must fight bare-handed, or you may arm yourself with a training club. The choice is yours. And finally, no bets. I understand. We're ready to fight. Lathander's strength be with you then. And here are our first opponents. Your first battle is about to begin. Hit points, blah blah blah, space to pause. If you lose, your character is out of the game, out of the fight. If your whole party is incapacitated, the game will be end over. In this case, brother marrying will not allow anyone to be killed. Should you lose this battle, you'll be revived outside the ring. Good luck! Yes, the game does not end with your character dying this time. Yay! It only does that when all your party members are out cold on the floor dying. Well, that was a tax of opportunity, and y'all go for me! Thanks for that, I guess. And the funny thing is, you can actually use one-handed weapons and two hands if they have enough handle strength. Go figure. That was well fought, all three of you. But I fear the gods have granted you few competitors this year. The Mossfeld brothers are the only team still in the competition. Could you give us a little healing first, Brother Mary? Thank you. We're ready to fight the Mossfields, Brother Mary. They await you at the edge of the ring. Tell Will that you are ready, and I'll begin the final fight. To rest, yada yada yada. Look who it is, brother! Sweet Azariah of the Silver Tongue. Brought your little girlfriend along, have you? She won't like the look of you tonight, not after a few rounds in the rings with us. Stow it, Mossfeld. You're not smart enough to be funny. Who asked you, you ratty little orphan? Always tagging after Azariah like a blood fly, singing his reeking praises. It's a shame those demons didn't burn you along with your parents. Hey, Mossfeld, that's enough. If you got a problem, you can take it up with me. Fine then. You want my title? You'll fight my brothers and me. We've beat this brawl 3 years running. Sounds good to me. Let's go. Even better. Let's stir the pot some, raise the stakes, make a friendly wager. Wait a minute, Will. That's against the rules. We can't do that. But the Mary said so, remember? No bets. Yeah, sorry, Mossfeld. I don't trust you to pay up. Come on, brothers. We'll fight these cowards anyway. Your choices in dialogue can alter your alignment and influence your companions. Yes, companion influence is a thing in this game. Oh, God. In this case, however, you choose the neutral response and your alignment remains the same. Your neutrality has also allowed your influence with your companions to stay unaffected, making them neither happy nor unhappy. Companions are more likely to reveal information and actively support your cause if you have high influence with them. Remember that companions have different personalities. You can't always please them all. You can damn well try. Now this can either go really bad or really good, depending on what happens at the start. And I am immediately gonna get fucked up.
Let's see what you have.
Well, that's one Mossfeld down. That's 2 down, and I think I'm gonna be the next one down if I... Yep, I'm out. Oh, God. Bevel, do your thing and knock this fucker out. Or Amy can just bop him on the head. Well done, all three of you. The townsfolk compare you to Cormac. And it seems they aren't mistaken. I haven't seen such prowess in years. You've won the brawl and you've won the cup as well. Georg will see to you at once. Thank the gods, Azariah, for truly they have shown you favor today. Well, awesome. I don't think I appreciate getting hit in the face. Hang on a minute. Alright, just let me... there we go. I have to move some fucking UI elements around because you changed the fucking resolution of the screen and your UI gets fucked up. Thankfully, I can move ability bars. Well, let's see Georg and end this little shitfest.
Well played. Well played. You've won the cup. And all 4 events. Nobody's done that since Cormac. That warrants a special reward, of course. I have a harvest cloak for you, courtesy of the village council. It'll be yours at the end of the day. If there's anything you wanted to do before the award ceremony, now's the time. Maybe a mug of harvest mead to celebrate, eh?
Good idea. I'll see you in a little while, Georg.
I'll meet you at the stage when you're ready for the victory speech. Now, I'm off.
Yeah, right, our level up. Favorite soul, 2 skill points. Oh god, this is gonna be painful. Diplomacy and concentration. And we got our final cantrip, and that's it for us.
What's up?
Yada yada yada, doesn't matter what happens to you, Bevel, or you as well, Amy. Kip doesn't matter, because we'll never see him again.
Yes.
Okay, where are we? I can't see. Okay, we're out of here. Well, since the Georg recommended some mead, let's see if we can get some from Laszlo Buckman. Get your harvest mead here, cold harvest mead. I'll take some. What? Oh no, not you lot. Got the Feng girl with you too. I haven't forgotten what happened last year, young lady, even if you have. Maybe we better go. Aye, all that business on the roof with swinging hips and that vulgar song. Not this year, young lady. On your way now, all of you. Swinging hips, Amy? She's blushing! Look at her, all her cheeks go red. You two told me you made that up. Well, Amy, give us a song then! No thanks. Now I've had a whole lot of mead. I didn't even think I knew any body songs. Well, no mead for us. Okay, enough fucking around. Let's end this shit show. Because I've been going on for an hour and a half, practically. This has gone on far enough. This is going to be a fucking long time to edit. Ugh. Wait a minute. I'm getting more noticeable stutter in my game window than I am with the... Whatever. I'll figure this out eventually.
Gather round, mates. Gather round. This harvest fair's a celebration. But it's also a dark anniversary. We all know what else happened on this day. Not so long ago, we nearly lost this village. Almost lost our lives. Almost lost it all. But we came back. Cleared burnt farms. Buried our dead. And put our ashes behind us. And we rebuilt. Tougher and stronger than ever. Long as there's a harvest fair, we won't forget that day. And our young folks, they'll stay tough, long as they compete for the Harvest Cup. So let's hear it for this year's winners. 3 cheers for the Harvest Champions! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray!
Well, at least the tutorial's now over and done with. But I got a feeling everything's about to go shit south real fast. Chapter 1.
The village is under attack! West Harbor is under attack! You're safe! Grab a weapon. We need to help defend the village.
Wait, Bevel, what's going on again?
I'm not sure. They came pouring in from the swamp and started tearing the village apart.
We better hurry. I saw some of them following us on our way here. They're likely to hit this house next.
Alright, let's get going then. Well, shit. Our day of celebration has been interrupted by a sudden attack. But first things first, let's get our... Nothing. The chest has nothing for me. Fuck. But at least I get a cloak. Harvest Cloak. +1 to cut... I can work with that. I can work with this. I finally make cloak granted to any team that wins all events in the West Harbor Fair. Blah, blah, blah. We also gain the cup. Anyway. I'm gonna call it here, because this is going on for far enough. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been NoGod21. This has been Let's Play Neverwinter Nights 2. In the next video, I will hopefully have no stuttering issues. But I don't count on it. Until then, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful evening. I'll see y'all next time. I do not know how to do emotes, so yeah.